Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today we're talking about 3 exciting sites where you can make hundreds of dollars a month just by doing nothing other than downloading them. I've told you guys before, for the internet, there are multiple ways of making money, and you don't ever want to rely on one way. You want to have multiple streams of income. And that's the world that we live in. The internet is the greatest mine. And then basically these apps, what they do is that you download them and then they sell your unused data to third parties, and then you earn a lot of money. You earn a lot of money, and it's that easy. It's really that easy. And your privacy, everything is protected. Now, how does it work? I'm going to teach you about these sites. Now, the very first site is the very first app, rather. It's not a site, it's an app. It's called Honeygain. Now, for my visually impaired viewers, I'm going to spell it out for you. So that's H for Harry, O for Oscar, N for Nancy, E for Echo, Y for Yankee, G for Governor, A for Alpha, I for India, N for Nancy. Honeygain. Now, it's on the iOS, it's on the Google Play Store. It's available for Android. It's even available for Windows. It's available everywhere. Now, basically what this app does is that you download it, it runs in the background, and then it takes your unused internet data, and then it sells them to third parties. Now, I know you're watching this, you're probably going to have some concerns. Ooh, you're selling my data to third parties? I mean, maybe my secrets, my data, my files, they're not safe. No, that's not how they do it. They don't access your memory. They don't access your memory. And then when they're selling it, Honeygain, they're selling it to Fortune 500 companies and to data scientists. So they'll tell you, and you can actually look this up, they're selling it to Fortune 500 companies and data scientists. You have to understand that Fortune 500 companies, not just Fortune 500 companies all around the world, they are using a very large amount of internet data. And now with a lot of issue with carbon signature, even with crypto mining, there's a lot of issues with the carbon signature. So a lot of people are looking for various ways to get internet data. And so people like you and I, especially if you have a contract with unlimited data like I do and like a lot of you have a lot of data that you don't use. And a lot of people have data that they don't use, and then they go to the next month and then their company, their ISP company or their mobile phone company doesn't roll over their data. And so it's lost. And instead of it getting lost, you just sell it through Honeygain. You download the app, you go to the App Store, you go to the Google Play Store, it's available on Windows, you download the app, it runs on the background. So it doesn't disturb you, it doesn't access your phone, your phone's memory, so it's not going to clog up your phone's memory. And then, they do all the work. They've got satellites, they've got all kinds of high tech that just does the work for you. And then the only thing they're going to be asking from you, is how they can pay you. They pay via PayPal. So what happens is that they sell your internet as they can get available buyers, and then every time your threshold gets to $20, then you can cash out. You're just going to see it on the app. On the top right hand corner of the app, you're going to see a cash out tab. So you can cash out, and then they're going to pay through to your PayPal account. It's that easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's Honeygain. And so you got to understand that it's completely safe. It's legit. And then after watching this video, don't take my word for it. Just go on Google and then just type in these words. How does Honeygain work? And then you're going to see a number of different review sites reviewing it. They're going to tell you how safe it is. They're going to tell you how legit it is. They're going to tell you how your data is protected. And then the next app is called IP Royal Pawns. IP Royal Pawns. Basically, it's the same thing as Honeygain. It's just the same thing as Honeygain. The only difference that you're going to get, or rather the major difference that you're going to get with IP Royal Pawns, is that when your threshold gets to $5, then you can cash out. So you don't have to wait for your threshold to get to $20. Once your threshold is at $5, then you can cash out. And then, again, it's also available on all platforms. IP Royal Pawns. Now, for my visually impaired viewers, I'm going to spell it out. So that's I for India, P for Peter, R for Romeo, O for Oscar, Y for Yankee, A for Alpha, L for Lima, P for Peter, A for Alpha, W for William, N for Nancy, S for Sam, IP Royal Pawns. Now, the last one is peer to profit. Peer to profit. Now, I'm going to spell it out for you, for my visual impaired viewers. Now, that's P for Peter, E for Echo, and then the number 2, and then P for Peter, R for Romeo, O for Oscar, F for Frank, I for India, T for Tango. Peer to profit. Now, peer to profit is just like the other two, but it's a bit different in the fact that it actually sells your unused data to individuals. So it doesn't sell to companies and then to data scientists, it sells to individuals. But basically, it's the same thing. You decide how much information that you want them to have. It just runs in the background, and then at the end of the month, you get your money. So with these 3 sites, you know, like with Honeygain, I think you can make about $185 per month on the average. You can make a little more, you can make a little less, but on the average, what they're claiming, what they're saying is that you make about $185. Now, when I checked, you know, and I researched this, I saw a number of people, they're typically making over $100. From IP Royal Pawns, it's about 160. And then from peer to profit, it depends. It depends on how much internet data you have available to sell, and then how fast they're able to sell it. So altogether, you're looking at making hundreds of dollars every month just doing nothing. You know, just downloading these apps, they run in the background. And you know, it's better than allowing your unused internet data to just die off, you know, and then the next month, you know, they don't roll over. Now, my name is Rano Omokri. If you've watched this and you have questions arising from this, then what you want to do, you want to put them in the comment section of this video. My staff are very good at curating comments. They're going to bring them to me, and then I will respond to your comments by categories. I might not respond to each and every comment, but I'll respond to each and every category. Now, you got to remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum. I do not have a Telegram channel. I do not have a Gmail email address. Scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral, and so they've created a number of fake YouTube profiles, and they approach people in the comment section of my videos telling them helpline, guideline, one-on-one mentoring, you know, contact me for more profitable information. Contact me now. And the latest one they do is Pinned by Rano Omokri. That's the name of their fake YouTube profiles. So when they respond, you think that I have pinned it. These guys are scammers. You contact them, they ask you to pay $1,000, and that's the last you hear from them. And then you're going to come and say, oh, Pastor Rano, you've duped me. I haven't duped you, you've been duped by scammers. Now, this is Rano Omokri saying, God bless you.
But Rano travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Rano is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Rano is